Carefully, this thing will go all the way to the top. Stepping, I've seen it grow from the 90s, from the 80s to 90s, because I started in sort of kind of like the 80s. I learned, and this was so funny, I learned at this place, it's not there anymore. It was called the Brother Palace. It was on the west side of Chicago. And that's, I'm from the west side. And I noticed that when I learned, when I was learning how to step, I learned, normally, I learned from the west side, okay? And then I kept hearing people say, well, you know what? It's a difference. If you go on the south side, they don't step like the west side. And I'm like, what do you mean? And so when I finally started going south, on the south side, I was like, wow, there is a difference. And I really didn't realize that. But that's when I said, hey, look, I'm going to start going south and learn to step. And that's what I did. I started going to a class. I won't mention his name, but I went to their class and I started learning how to step that way. And I ended up liking it. Now I'm not knocking how they stepped on the west side. I'm not knocking that. It's cool and everything. Shout out to the west side steppers. But it was just something about when I started going, like I was going to the East of the Ryan, the dating game. They had this one place on Wednesday, Sarah Jane's. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, you did. I used to see it. Yeah, and when I started going there, I'm like, well, and the reason why I say that there's a difference, what I seen when I was going there to 50-yard line dating game and East of the Ryan, the south side is more smoother. It's like a more laid back, smooth, sexier dance. But when I learned on the west side, it was more like a lot of footwork, a lot of energy, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't as laid back or as sexy or smooth as it was when I started stepping on the south side. Can you explain that? You're a stepping expert. I need to hear your view on that.
It's really deep there, man. I have the answer. I got my answer for it.
Okay.
Hope you ready for this, man.
Oh, I'm ready. We're tipping the tea. This is Tip the Tea, okay? So we're tipping the tea right now on stepping, guys. You don't want to miss this. So, yeah, we're tipping the tea.
The further west that you get from the continent down which we originated from, the more quick you are expressing yourself. Mm-hmm. There's more relaxation from the continent and the country that we come from. Because everything is more calm, peaceful, and healthy for you there. It's a psychological, it's an emotional thing. So therefore your mental becomes a part of that nerve endings when you get further away. So from the west side, it was more an expression and more of gyrating south than even further east. It was more calm. Becomes more spiritual and it's more, and it's not there. Whether people understand that I deal with stuff on a psychological and philosophical level also. Taking some classes in that area too. So my whole point is I'm being certified in that area too. So my whole point again, I want to teach martial arts at private classes. I teach just psychological state of mind. And you got to understand what's going on further away from one place to another, and then you got to understand why this is like this and why this isn't. And I've been into Tai Chi too, and it's very, very slow. It keeps me in tune with my inner spirit. So when I dance, I be smooth, and then I speed it up and do some quick time signatures, and then I come back and I articulate different levels of expressions within the movement. You know? So you have to know how to interchange and use it with different time signatures. Which gives a different flavor. People call it swag.
Yeah, it definitely. Stepping does have a form of swag. I love that. I remember back in the day too. I don't know if this started on the west side or the south side. That's why I have you here on the show, so you can answer this question. I remember back in the day when the two men used to step together. It was like more freestyle, a lot of energy. But it was dope. I liked it. But I was like, wow, how do they do that? But then later on, the women, I started seeing men stepping with women. So that was even, more beautiful when I saw that too. So where did that come from? Where did that stimulate or stem from? The men dancing with men back in the day when they had like house, basement parties. I remember coming to this place called the Dungeon years and years and years ago in the 80s. And I saw the men stepping with men, but they was very creative with that. So have you ever seen it? Give me your view on that.
And it happens today on the world, I don't know. The thing is that dealing with chemicals again, we're dealing with the mind again, we're dealing with emotions again. So it's testosterone based, it's a hormonal based, it's about showing what we can do. It's about we back in them days, and a lot of times it's question was to where Steppen started from, and then I hear much that it started from South. I'm prone to believe that it did,
So you mean from the South side of
South side of Chicago.
Okay.
So the whole point is for Steppen not for itself. The whole point I'm saying is that it was you got, let's go to the prime thing. You got animals that would show off in front of the female animals or wrestle other animals that don't the same kind of show off for the female animals, just do tricks in front of the female. Well, this is the primate stage. We have primate attitudes, whether we know or not, it's psychological. What we do when it was the bopping in front of the women, it was the footwork, it was the jerking, it was the banging of the shoulder, and it was like, guess what? You see that. Your hormones, you get like, oh wow, that's good, wow. And it's getting the woman's attention. It's primate, psychological. It's testosterone.
Oh, okay. So it's sort of kind of like a male chauvinist thing.
You can critique it as that, but I don't think they want to be male chauvinist. If if too many women in the house, if they keep to be seen, we bad, we that. It's like, and we can also like that woman over there. We gotta get on the floor. Jeremy, woo! You know what I'm saying? It's not, pride's not necessarily chauvinistic. Women have testosterone too, 30% of what we have. We have 70%, now 30%, almost 70%. So we just subject to be more primate.
Okay.
Want me to have my chest out?
Yeah.
Don't stop it. You gotta see us. So on the floor, it's the same thing.
Okay.
You gotta see this. But I think that's where all that stuff came from with the bopping. It was, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling powerful. I gotta give me a woman tonight. I'm telling you. I'm just giving you a come on now, I'm telling you.
Okay. So
let's get real. Right. I'm telling you now, that's how it was.
So that's a man
thing.
It's a man thing. Okay. So that's how the men kind of back the woman down, like, okay, I gotta let her see me, see how cool I am and see if I can come up.
Yeah, and then when she watching, come out here, baby. That was always the plan. Okay. Opportunity. And as far as today is concerned, they freestyle about 2 or 3 people, 2 guys, 3 girls, 3 guys. When they do it today too, they still do it. It's not a gay thing. It is a family thing.
Okay.
It is a family thing. It is a beautiful thing. Steppen is awesome. It is one of the most spiritual, emotional, unifiable, family-oriented dance that ever. This is the only dance that has lasted as long as it has lasted, and it's making the money that it's making from various different genres, all at the same time, all over the United States of America. The only dance. Yeah, you got swinging and cha-cha-cha and all. It is not as derivative in various different placements as Steppen is all over. national and international at the same time. Various places making the money that it is making, or getting the attention that it is getting.
Okay.
So we can't let the body take it.
Okay. That's right. You can't, because
And that's my mindset.
Yeah. So now, one more thing before we close out the show. I see now they come. See, Steppen has gotten so creative, and what I like is the most thing about it is it's so much room for growth. Now I see it's called the trio. It's like 3 people dancing. You know, and they be so on point, the turns and everything be so critiqued.
Yeah.
I was amazed about seeing that. And then you see 4 or 5 people, they cut in, and it's like, whoa, it's like a whole, it is amazing. So I wanted to kind of dive in on that a little bit. And what you think about that?
It is the elevation of there's going back into this education stuff, man. You have 5 major chemicals in your brain at 20 to 30%, and then 70% of it is in your body. And that is endorphin, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and cortisol. And endorphin is your thinking.
Okay.
Dopamine is family oriented, that women have more with the children and grandchildren than us men does. That we uses it, but predominantly the women uses it more than we do. Okay. The dopamine. Oxytocin is intimacy. Serotonin is intimacy. Oxytocin is excitement or very relaxation. Okay. And cortisol is confusion or anger. Okay. And so when I'm stepping with you, that is a level of 3. It is endorphin of thinking, just stepping with you, dopamine, family oriented. And it is oxytocin. We building up different type of excitement at different levels. It's very unifiable. Okay. We can use any of them, bad or good, based on our state of mind. Okay. So with coordination and time sticking that you keep your heart rhythm. So I'm just dancing with you, but we're keeping that heart rhythm. And I'm dancing with 3 and 4 people. That heart rhythm is really, it's giving you that good oxytocin. It's really pumping. It's really, and you are synchronizing. It's now in a family-oriented way with 3 people. That's the dopamine. Okay. It's I'm taking it on another level that people don't really think about it, but I understand how the brain and anatomy work. So therefore I can incorporate this in the conversation. But I'm a dancer, but I see this stuff going on. And I know what it is by articulation and demonstration and description. Okay. So one thing that keeps it together is that, let's just go, the signatures are on, or the stepping is on different numbers with that 6 count and with the 8 count, but let's just stick with the 8 count for right now. The 1, 4, and the 7 is your basic. So when they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's left, right, left, flat. So it is left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, 7, 8. In 6 count, that's a 1, 2, conversation. But the point is, the group basic blueprint is 1, 4, and 7. I get these people out here, and they doing their 1, 4, and 7 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 together in sync. Dopamine wise, family oriented wise, then the energy are at the same level, oxytocin. Okay. The energy is there, and they are in sync, they're thinking in sync with one another, endorphin wise. It's a unifiable thing going on in more than one area, but then it's very powerful, and I can see that it is not just a dance to me. It's a family oriented thing, and they are in sync with each other with the blueprint. Okay. That's family. That's one with yourself and one with another. Okay. And that's so, it's very beautiful. You get somebody up there, 5, 6 people up there stepping. And some of them was just dissing and talking about one another before they got up on their stage. But they get up on their stage and do that and become a one with one another. That's a spiritual thing. Yes, it is. It's a fun spiritual thing.
Yes, it's very unique too.
It's very unique. That itself is unique.
Absolutely.
And they don't even know what's really going on, but I'm watching it and I'm saying like, they don't even know what's really magically going on. What is level that I'm on.
Yes.
Those that aren't there.
Yeah. It is.
It's deep.
It is deep. It's deep. And it's wonderful.
It's so wonderful.
It
It's so
is.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So wonderful.
Well, with that being said, on that note, we're going to get ready to close out the show. And I want to thank Mr. Verlon Brooks for coming out and sharing his story about stepping, walking, and bopping. The Chi-Town Steppers way. Thank you so much for coming out, Mr. Verlon. It's been amazing. This has been an amazing show, and I definitely would like to have you back. This time we're going to have videos. We're going to have some great videos. Yes. For those viewers that would like to learn how to step, we're going to get you some information where you can go to whatever place or wherever they're stepping at or is teaching stepping. We're going to have that on the next show. But before we close out the show, we want to, if you have any questions for Mr. Verlon Brooks, you can go to my YouTube channel and type in Angela Eskridge and leave a comment below. And also, I'm going to have him to reintroduce himself and to give out his information if you have any questions for Mr. Verlon. So, Mr. Verlon, look at camera one and let the viewers know if they need to get in touch with you or have any questions about the stepping game. Go ahead.
All right, this is Verlon Brooks. I have the copyright and I have the trademark. Copyright is the copyright of the dance steps and stuff that I just mentioned as far as walking, stepping, and walking. I also own the trademark. Trademark is the names. I own the names also. So it is spelled. You're going to find it. You'll see it on some of my whatever that I end up putting it on. It is spelled with the E-N at the end. A lot of folks get very confused about that, but then it's not the same. It is the same with the copyright. When you open up the copyright spells, whether it's I-N or I-N-G or -N or etc. It is still my dance, but what makes it my dance is the blueprint. Where the blueprint describes the dance and descriptions that I just got to giving you with in broad, but you break it down and as far as how the dances are done, that makes it a blueprint. The name makes it a trademark. I trademarked it with the E-N, we still work with the I-N because in my trademark, it refers to is how it's because the trademark will be how you're going to use these names. So that I referred it right back to the copyright. So whether it's an E-N, I can use I-N, I-N-G, hyphen, and have I want to use it, need to be mine. And however that you all spell it is still mine. Okay, provided you don't mind, I'm getting in contact with you right now as far as to get in contact with me, I appreciate that. I'm going to set up something and get a different number other than my original number that they can contact me by that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
You have an email address or anything like that? Social media?
You look me up on Facebook, Verlon Brooks, and also you can look me up on, I'm finna do an Instagram, I'm finna do something else. I'm just leaving it like that for right now. And anything else you'll find on my Facebook page telling you where else to go with Instagram, anything else that I set up. But at the same time, I'm finna call a meeting. I don't know whether I just hold it just between P-Phrase or Dre and other significant others right now at a small part. However I'm going to do that, I will do that, and then I will speak to you. You can help me, you don't mind to post it and I'll post it at the same time, and see what we can do to start whatever it is I want to start. I want to say nothing about that right now. And I will also be recording a meeting for everybody who is doing different things, whether it's cruises, whether it's whatever. You have to come and see me because of family, but you also have to come to the meeting in order that I do not interfere with what you're doing legally because I have the right to do it. So let's keep this family-oriented thing going. Let's think with the endorphin. Let's use the dopamine as far as family. Let's be excited, not upset excited, but excited about coming together as family. Because when we don't, then you make it an individual thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the law says I have a right to 100% of any kind of monies that's coming out here. And I haven't touched nobody's money.
Mm-hmm. And
I had the copyright and the trademark, the copyright since April the 3rd last year.
Okay.
This is not just started in 2019.
Okay.
And I haven't touched anybody's money because I have a bigger plan.
Okay.
For us to get together as a people and make some bigger and make some larger money than what I'm putting together right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I would ask for your assistance and not on donation towards what I'm doing. I can do that. I get the greater percentage now coming together dopamine-wise, family-oriented. It would definitely using your mind to think like we need to think.
Okay.
When you want to be individually or again, that greater percentage be against me, why not get my money that I need to get and charge everyone for doing what they are doing all over the United States?
Okay.
But let's come together. Ain't got to do that.
Okay. Okay.
Let's come together.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. And you can't say, oh, he this, he that. I have it. And can nobody tell you I charge them.
Okay.
Can nobody tell you they ever pay me?
Mm-hmm.
And my copyright, you go look up copyright.gov, and you look up Chicago World Star, BOPPEN, STEPPEN, WALKEN with the E-N,
Mm-hmm.
by V Cool, my stage name. I'm saying also Beware. I'll be coming out with my own CD also. But you will see the drop down that says how many pages. You select 100 pages.
Okay.
And then you have it tell you to go do what you got to go do to open up to see it. You will see it.
Mm-hmm.
My whole point is I'm saying you also see the date on the copyright that says April the 3rd, 2018. And can't nobody say I've charged them.
Okay.
And I have the right. It's called, I have the right to get licenses for you to do anything what you want to do. That means any radio station.
Mm-hmm.
You have your copyright, your trademark that you're doing, but you cannot infringe upon my copyright. I haven't touched you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's come together. Radio, TV, all networks, let's come together.
Absolutely.
Period. That's it. Any other thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
You get it out your head. I suggest to you, because you don't, you're not going to get my money. Everybody got to get some money. So let us all get it.
Okay.
Let's all get it as a family.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Viewers, did you all get that? Mr. Verlon Brooks again, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in for this segment. We're going to have a second, two-part segment of Mr. Verlon Brooks very soon. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. So if you or anyone you know in the Chicagoland area and you would like to come out and to promote your brand, come on out and be my special guest. Let's tip the tea. For more details about the show, you can go to my YouTube channel, type in my name, Angela Eskridge, and leave me a comment and I'll get back with you. You can also catch me on CAN TV as well on Channel 19 or Channel 99. That's for the Chicagoland area and the surrounding suburbs of Chicago. Don't forget, continue to keep me tuned in. Let's tip the tea again with Angie E. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.